65. And the ball game is underway. First crack at the basket here for the Macau Black Bears. Again, coming off that big win to snap their 3-game losing skid. And a much welcome win to welcome their way back to the winning column as Ryan Watkins nails the first three-pointer off the game in the first basket for Macau.
That's a surprise. You thought Will Artino would be the first to shoot a three among the centers. But again, Ryan Watkins riding on a confidence high after that 31-18 that he had just a few days ago against the Wolf Warriors.
In the meantime, Will Artino, his counterpart on the other end, getting the opening basket for Formosa.
Hey, you know what? Will Artino will establish his presence inside, so they'll try to clog the lane. Later on, he's going to shoot from the outside. That's going to mean more opportunities for guys like Malcolm Miller and Tevin Glass.
And you see Formosa going to the painted area right away as Nathan Yu nails the second three-pointer right away for Macau. They like playing here, Noel.
Well, you did mention there was a three-point shootout the first time these two teams met, but that's a pretty good start here for the Macau Black Bears. 2 for 2 from beyond the arc.
And here is a steal from Watkins. Watkins on the move. They have the numbers. McKinney with the left hand.
3 consecutive field goals made already for the Macau Black Bears. This is a dream start for them against the Formosa Dreamers.
And Tevin Glass answers right back there with a three-pointer for Formosa.
Feels like an all-star game right now, you know. We're not saying there's no defense, but you hardly feel the defense because of the high percentage both teams are shooting at. No one's missed yet in this game.
And Anthony Tucker there.
You know, going back to the first time these two teams met, 216 points combined over 40 minutes of action. That is a lot of offense.
A lot of offense, that's right. Mike McKinney here, putting it on the floor, runs into a double team. Lai Gatong from the corner. That is too strong, and the rebound.
Miss by Lai Gatong is the first miss of the game.
Right. For both sides.
Yeah.
Miller from the corner, drops it in. And Dreamers will continue to stay hot.
That is a 3-point field goal, so we're tied right now at 8. 3 for 3 to begin the game for Formosa. 3 of 4 to begin the game for the Macau Black Bears.
8-all here in the first quarter. Over 2 minutes gone. Here's the bounce pass. Ryan Watkins having trouble. The product of Boise State now with 6 points in the ball game. And here's Malcolm Miller here. Miller on the pull-up jumper. He's still hot. It's another jumper here.
We've moved countries already. He had 7 of 11 from deep against Hong Kong, and now we've moved here to Macau, and he's still hot. 4 of 4 start for the Formosa Dreamers against the Macau Black Bears.
Opposite start though for Mike McKinney as he misses his second shot, but he gets the steal here. McKinney fires from 3. Still no go, and Will Artino gets the rebound.
Was still able to get the foul from Watkins.
This is a very good matchup at the center position. Both very mobile bigs, Artino and Watkins. Glass, they go outside to Miller, who's got the hot hand here in the first. Glass catching the pass, Glass driving.
And Li Shu Lin hasn't even touched the ball yet on offense. We know what he can do from the outside.
And here's Will Artino, puts it on the floor here. Attacks right away, high off the glass. It will go out. And Anthony Tucker gets the rebound here, or will bring the ball down for Macau.
That was the first miss of the game for the Formosa Dreamers.
Oh, good pass, good cut by Lai Gatong. Able to reach the three-point play. Here's the pressure from Macau. They also did this in the first game. Forced a lot of turnovers on Formosa, and Formosa usually takes the basketball very well, or takes care of the basketball very well. Had 21 turnovers, and Artino scores inside.
Yeah, but against Hong Kong, of course, they also forced 17 turnovers against Hong Kong. So that pressure defense has worked for them a lot.
Here is Mike McKinney kicking it out. Anthony Tucker leans closer. McKinney, the catch and shoot. Finally drops that in.
That's his 4th attempt, and that's a good sight to see if you're a Macau Black Bears fan. He was moving well without the ball and did not hesitate on that jump shot.
So 17-12 here. Good start for Macau. Miller attacking again. Gets the basket in the process.
Oh, and a steal right here.
Kenny Chen. Good activity there for the Dreamers. As Miller passing it to Glass. Glass passing it outside. Li Shui Lin knocks that one down.
We're talking about the mechanics of the jumper of Li Shui Lin. And you can see it right there. It's like a shot put, but it's very accurate.
That's a very good line, though. Lai Gatong goes in. Watkins. They go back out. Lai Gatong Back to Anthony Tucker this time underneath, and he is able to score.
If they can get the defense out of balance the same way that they did with Ryan Watkins in the previous play, they're going to have a lot of open looks inside.
Look at this, Noel, 19-17, and we're not even halfway done here in the first quarter.
I love it. I love it. Lots of offense.
Kenny Chen goes back out. Lee Shui Lin sending it to Malcolm Miller. Goes baseline. Oh, what a jump!
Game, you know, both teams, their offense has been flowing very well. Mike McKinney has already joined the party.
Right.
See if he can add to his score.
And Yu Zihao replaces Lai Katong on the floor. Yu Zihao, another capable three-point shooter here for Macau. Oh, McKinney splits the D and nails the floater in the process. Wow.
And while they do this man-to-man defense, there's a series of screens that sort of confuses the defense. I'm waiting for them to go zone so they don't have to go through this kind of a problem. Wow.
And Lee Shui Lin takes advantage of that open look, knocks down his second free of the game.
And again, the jump shot has funky mechanics, but as long as it works, it's good.
That's right. Liu Zihao tries to counter.
Oh.
He does.
We're going to have to keep track of how many three-pointers have already been made by these two teams. It's a shootout.
Kenny Chen. Oh, he joins the party. Wow. 26-24 here. And both teams are on fire from downtown.
Wow. Amazing marksmanship being shown by both teams.
They go inside for a change here. Liu Zihao misses the shot from point-blank range.
That's going to be his show.
Right, he had 43 points,
well,
Noel.
There you go.
Their first game. Had 18 in the fourth quarter alone. Glass, speaking of, attacking. And getting...
Completely different story because
right.
Will Artino didn't play. Tevin Glass had too many attempts. Malcolm Miller was a non-factor. And they were blown out in Indonesia.
They will try to forget about that here. Derek King, though, scoring underneath.
Derek King's coming off 15 points against the Macau Black Bears, rather against the Wolf Warriors.
Right. Pass broken up here. They go back outside to Malcolm Miller, who is guarded by Mike McKinney. Miller fires. No good.
All good things come to an end. His first miss.
And Anthony Tucker here will be guarded by Miller. The handoff picked off by Miller, and Miller gets the steal. He will go the other way. Cheng Wei stops. They will go back out. Miller for three, steps into one. But that is going to be off. Second straight miss from downtown for Malcolm Miller.
And the law of averages now starting to catch up with both teams. They're starting to miss now from the outside.
Anthony Tucker, misses badly on that one.
He's going to force one up.
Yeah.
But if he was a little bit more patient, there were screens trying to free up Mike McKinney.
That was his first attempt from three-point range, though. Only 2 attempts so far for Tucker. Here's Miller. Tried to go to Artino. Broken up. And Watkins comes up with it. Black Bears in transition. Tucker will be fouled. That was Chen Xinyan committing the personal foul. Derek King crossing over against Miller. He stops on a dime here, but throws the ball.
Scoring has really slowed down since that timeout. Both teams now starting to play some defense.
Here's Artino. Gets it to Miller. They go back outside. Cheng Wei fires and hits from downtown.
He had a great game against Hong Kong, and he's seeing early action, and he has made a difference so far.
Derek King tries to answer. He does. And we still have a shootout here, Noel.
Well, now the locals are starting to pick up the slack. It was the imports first. Wow, what a high-scoring game. Got 49 points combined.
Right.
We're still in the first quarter.
Here's the step back. Oh, Cheng goes to Artino there. Nowhere to go.
The passing lanes are for the Formosa Dreamers.
Catch and shoot action. Artino. That is off to the side. Battle for the rebound. It goes out. Gets it into Anthony Tucker. Black Bears will try to get the lead back here. Tucker will be up against Glass. They go to McKinney, who is guarded by Cheng. McKinney, double team. Great pass there. Oh, but he is denied from behind by Artino. Here's Glass on the move. Glass splitting the defense, unable to finish. Rebound goes to McKinney. Here's Mike. In a hurry, great pass.
Better defense.
That was Malcolm Miller not giving up on the play. Glass on the move. Glass jamming that one home.
He felt he was fouled the first time he went up. Make sure about it this time, and he is pumped as the Dreamers now are up by 3.
A strong finish for Tevin Glass there. And they're back on top by 3. Tucker on the drive. 7 assists here in the first quarter. 7 dimes already.
Oh, yeah. Well, he had 12 in the first half against the Wolf Warriors and scored only 8 points, and they were up by 25.
Yeah, so he's doing the same here. Last shot time here for Formosa. 5 seconds to shoot. Miller fires and hits again. Wow, what a first quarter here for Malcolm Miller. 61% for Macau, 72% for Formosa.
72, think about that.
And they nailed a total of 12 3-pointers in just the first quarter, Noel.
You know, Macau actually shot very well from beyond the arc, going 5 out of 9, but Malcolm Miller continues his torrid pace. Formosa Dreamers shot 7 of 9 from beyond the arc in the first quarter. They're now 8 of 10, a sick 80% from beyond the arc.
Here's the breakaway, and that is Chen going for the finish, a 5-0 start for the Formosa Dreamers to begin the second quarter.
And this is their biggest lead of the game. So Formosa, with their high field goal percentage, now also putting a little bit of emphasis on defense.
Here's the step back. Oh, Liu Zihao able to score. 3-pointer for Liu Zihao. Miller, who's got 16 points, passing it to Artino. Good hop step there for Artino to the basket.
He took the words right out of my mouth. That's a hop step for a guy who's 6'11", 7 feet, and he's able to get it done. So many weapons now for Formosa being used in this game.
Here's the lob. Watkins deflected from behind. He will recover and get it high up the glass and in.
The Ryan Watkins has to establish that post. Otherwise, Will Artino's just gonna play the outside.
So we're playing up and down basketball. Still here in the second quarter. Artino with a great pass. Great interior passing there for the 2 bigs of the Formosa Dreamers. Malcolm Miller on the receiving end.
And you know, I was talking to Coach Matthias Fisher before the game. He says the word that he's using to describe Will Artino's game is interesting, because he can do so many things for a guy his size that they can only hope to limit him.
A matchup nightmare for any big man here in the league. Here's Artino, speaking of, kicking it out. Tevin Glass attacks, unable to score in the lane. Rebound goes to Watkins. Mike McKinney on the move. Mike McKinney will take it himself. The backup point guard of this Formosa team. But he will stay on the floor here. Is guarded by Derek King. Artino looking for a teammate. He will find Malcolm Miller at the post. Miller backing down on King. Miller again scoring, this time from the painted area.
Boy, Miller is just unconscious in this one. 18 in the game already.
Liu Zihao, they swing it to Watkins. Anthony Tucker on the curl. Tucker decides to fire. That's too strong.
But that's all the space he really needs.
Yeah. Derek King from the corner knocks it down.
3-point party continues in this game, Martin Javier.
Wow. Here's the pace. Oh, denial from behind. Watkins with a solid block. Black Bears on the move. Liu Zihao fires. That is off to the left.
But that was a good shot. You know, nobody was near him. They wanted they wanted to get that one. That would have gotten them within 2 points.
Right. Would have. Artino from straightaway. That's well behind the line. It doesn't work. Watkins gets the rebound ahead to McKinney. McKinney steps back, doesn't shoot it. They go back to King. They swing it around. They go to Tucker from the other side now. Tucker drives. Tucker takes the contact. No foul. And we will continue to play.
You know what? These teams have combined for 87 points already.
Wow. And we still have 6.5 remaining here in the first half. As we see here, Lee Shui Lin split the defense. Cannot finish with the left hand, though. McKinney pushes it the other way. Tucker fires. Tucker still no go.
And Tucker's still out of his rhythm in terms of shooting from the outside.
So he's one guy who has decided to not join our 3-point party here, as Artino scores on the rope.
Because Artino is such a factor inside.
Able to attract a lot of defenders. Create a lot of attention there for the Formosa Dreamers. It's 49-41. Artino able to complete the free-point play. McKinney answers with a three-pointer on the other end.
He needs a lot more of that. If they're going to leave him that wide open, that's going to be a problem for Formosa.
And we have a 5-point game.
Watkins has done really well not to pick up his third foul. He picked up 2 in the first quarter, did not sit down,
Right.
and he's still okay.
Here's Malcolm Miller. He attacks Watkins, decides to go to Artino. Not a bad idea. Artino again with a finish.
And again, the switch brought Watkins over to Malcolm Miller. So whoever it is who's going to pick up now Will Artino had better know exactly how to stop him from getting the ball.
That is a 6th assist for Malcolm Miller here in the first half. Tucker fires. Tucker finally connecting from three-point range there.
Well, his shooting has been diesel of late. Actually, in the last 4 games, he only started scoring towards the end, except, of course, in that game against the Wolf Warriors where he really didn't need to score.
Right.
But he needs his scoring to come a little early right now. They are down by 4 points. Referee from India, Michael Vino.
Yeah.
And our third referee, of course, our crew chief from the Philippines, Ricor Boron.
I don't think Anthony Tucker is worried that he is having a slow start here. This is a guy that can pick up his score 57 or 51-47 here in the first half. Tucker pulls up. Tucker going sideways there.
Yeah, there you go. Again, not a very high jump, but he reminds me more, and I think I said this to you before, he shoots like Steph Curry, but he has the form of Del Curry.
Right.
And the consistency of both.
That is a good hybrid to have.
Yeah.
So Anthony Tucker now brings the ball down, guarded by Kenny Chen, one of the best defenders of this Dreamers team. Tucker stops. He backs down. Tucker on the difficult shot. He still knocks it down.
That's 7 straight points for Anthony Tucker.
Dreamers are leading by as many as 8 points here in the third quarter. Macau Black Bears, they have recovered here, and that is spearheaded by Anthony Tucker, who has now scored 11 points, closing in on a double-double with 9 assists as well.
Well, he's on a personal 7-0 run right now against the Formosa Dreamers.
Malcolm Miller blowing by his defender, kicks it out. Tevin Glass, drops that one in.
Although there's the third member of their big three starting to get involved, especially from the outside. Tevin Glass restoring the lead to Formosa.
An incredible 13 out of 20 from the three-point range for the Formosa Dreamers in the first half. Tucker cannot answer. Glass with the rebound. Glass, the bounce pass to the running Artino. And Dreamers have recovered the 5-point advantage here. So Mike McKinney.
Yeah, he has a best friend who plays in the NBA, actually.
By the name of?
By the name of Doug McDermott. So
that's right.
You're going to be able to learn a lot of shooting from somebody like McBuckets.
They were roommates for 4 years in Creighton as Watkins. That is, by the way, his second basket here in the second quarter. 10 points now, or 11 points rather. Artino again.
If they switch off, if Watkins has to take somebody else, whoever takes on Artino has to put a body on him.
Right. And Artino has been getting a lot of easy shots from underneath. Here is Tucker. He stops, gets it to McKinney. Shot bothered. McKinney goes in. Back outside to Tucker. 7 seconds to shoot. Tucker from deep, no good. And the rebound goes to Tevin Glass. Malcolm Miller on the move here. Miller all the way to the cup.
How did he split the defense?
That's 29 points in the first half alone of that one.
And, you know, they need a lot of those offense. They need a lot of that because Will Artino was not in the lineup that time.
Yeah.
But now Will Artino is here, so it's going to be a triple threat now for the Formosa Dreamers, and they are up by 6.
So Malcolm Miller here getting it to Lee Shui Lin. Nathan Yu, his hand was up. So Malcolm Miller will have the ball here. He drives, he drops it off. Great setup job there to Lee Shui Lin.
Right, that's how much respect they have now for his driving game.
Wow.
That they just sent 2 people on him, there's somebody open.
And a crafty move for Mike McKinney on the other end to answer the basket off Formosa. 1.5 minutes remaining. Miller, floater in the lane. It's good. 24 big points now for Miller.
How many shots has this kid missed already in this game?
Not a lot.
Yeah, he has made a ton of shots. He's on his way to 30 right now, and we're still in the first half.
Right. Tucker. Oh, play broken up. And that is the Artino effect on the defensive end for Formosa. Miller takes it strong to the hoop, makes the right decision there.
Miller is just on a mission right now. 31 against Hong Kong. He could have 30 by the half.
Right. He's got 26 now, under a minute left. Watkins fires. Watkins drops it in.
Boy, the three-point percentage for both teams are off the charts here in the first half.
That is the 12th three-pointer for Macau. Malcolm Miller, this time guarded closely by McKinney. Artino looking for a teammate, looking for Miller. He gets it to Chen instead, who fires and knocks that one down.
Everybody is having a great shooting day in this game.
16 three-pointers for Formosa in the first half.
Remember, the record is 22 in the ABL.
That could be well broken here in this one as Yu Zihao is able to score on the putback. 8 seconds remaining.
They gotta hurry.
Malcolm Miller dribbles it down the court. They go to Artino. Long three-pointer. Off to the basket of the second half at the halfway point of that fourth quarter. So let's see if the Macau Black Bears will adjust now defensively against Malcolm Miller.
That's still 130 points in 20 minutes combined for these two teams.
For the first crack at the basket for the Formosa Dreamers here. And right away, Kenny Chen with the 11th three-pointer for Formosa.
And that is the biggest lead now for Formosa, that 11-point lead, 72-61. That's usually the end of third quarter score in most games.
And Tevin Glass gets the basketball on the other end. Glass going coast to coast, passing it to Artino for the finish.
Now they got to figure out how to stop them. The defense has to kick in now for the Macau Black Bears. They cannot outshoot Formosa the way they're shooting here today.
And the Formosa Dreamers are thriving in this fast-paced basketball that we are playing right in the second half by the Dreamers.
Now I know that Ryan Watkins hit a couple of three-pointers in that first half, but he's got to concentrate on getting some high-percentage looks as well.
Hasn't been easy. Artino is there to defend him, but Liu Zihao is able to score in the lane. Nice cut from him.
Dean Murray a little concerned right now that they're being blown out of their own building.
Here is Tevin Glass.
Uh-oh.
Glass getting the bump and the basket. Offhand follow through on his free throw. 12 points now for Glass. And here is Anthony Tucker, guarded by Kenny Chen. Tucker. Oh. Unable to connect there with Ryan Watkins, ending up with a turnover. Chen stops, surveys the floor, and they will settle down here on offense. Kenny Chen attacking, putting that one up. Almost went in. Battle for the rebound. It goes to Tucker.
And again, Ryan Watkins too deep underneath to become a factor as a rim protector and as a rebounder.
So here's Tucker now. Gets down the lane. Tucker, that assists. Just another day in the office for Anthony Tucker.
And he's coming off a 13-point performance against the Wolf Warriors in a game he really didn't have to score. Today, he needs to score.
Right. Artino. Glass baseline jumper. That is too strong.
If you're Macau, you like that. You know, you let Tevin Glass beat you from the outside. Not Miller, not Artino. Let Tevin Glass do it.
On Kenny Chen. Two players with free fouls for the Formosa Dreamers. The other one being Cheng Xinyan. Anthony Tucker now. Surveying the floor, looking for Watkins. Watkins instead gives him the screen. Tucker gets it to Watkins. Good pass inside. Watkins able to finish.
And that delayed pick and roll was able to happen because Will Artino was the one who was not in possession that time.
That time Watkins scoring a rare basket from the painted area for Macau. Here's Artino forcing the 79-67. With almost 3 minutes gone in our third quarter, Anthony Tucker will try to start something here for the Black Bears. McKinney now. 14 points in the first half. One-legged fadeaway is too strong. Li Shui Lin gets the rebound.
Look at poor Ryan Watkins all alone trying to get the offensive rebound. Everybody was hustling down court for defense.
And Kenny Chen hits his second one here in the third quarter.
Kenny Chen has just turned it up here. Malcolm Miller hasn't made one yet, and he's starting to take over.
Watkins missing from downtown. Rebound goes to Chen.
And again, you know, Ryan Watkins shot the ball well in the first half, but they need him inside. Somebody else has to take that three-pointer. Otherwise, there will be no offensive rebounds for Macau.
Here's Malcolm Miller going to Artino. Artino goes middle, goes back to Glass here, who nails the mid-range J.
So simple. Just get the defense imbalanced, and you'll get a very, very open look.
And watch out, Noel. This is now a 17-point advantage opened up by the Formosa Dreamers. Nathan Yu off the screen. Short on the mid-range. Miller with a rebound. And here is Malcolm bringing the ball down for Formosa. Oh, Miller pulls up for three. That is short. Ahead to Nathan Yu now. And good recovery. A relatively safe cushion here at 84-67. McKinney drops it off to Lai Katong. Ball tapped McKinney.
Oh, wow. Their offense is really discombobulated right now.
Lai Katong, 6 seconds to shoot for Macau. Tucker has to hurry.
Oh, nice
Tucker
pass.
gets it to Liu Ziyao.
Wow.
13 points and 13 assists in the so far.
He'll need to go about 30 and 20
Right.
if they want to come back from this lead.
Tevin Glass attacking, missing. Sai getting the offensive rebound. And much needed energy off the bench. And off a local player from Formosa, Miller. No good on the shot. Tucker gets it. Here is Mike McKinney getting it to Nathan Yu. Transition free is way off. That was an air ball from Nathan Yu.
Yeah, somebody opened the door that time when they
Start here in the third, at least in the first 5 minutes of our second half.
Well, you know what? Malcolm Miller really hasn't gotten going here in the third. He's still stuck at 28 points.
Yeah.
Hurdas attacks again. He's missed 4 in a row, but Willard 5. Ryan Watkins was really outmatched in that one. But now you're using the speed of Formosa and the shooting of Formosa. That's what's getting it done. So the defense of the Black Bears has to find a way to slow that down.
Here's Mike McKinney. Again, unable to make a basket there.
Again, because Will Artino was in the correct spot.
That's right. So Malcolm Miller now surveying the floor. They will go to Artino, who is directing traffic here. Li Shui Lin instructing Artino to go down low. Li Shui Lin, 5 seconds to shoot for Formosa. Kenny Chen attacks, does not finish with the left hand. And here comes Anthony Tucker. Tucker is on the move now. Tucker. They will go back out and slow it down here. He sets up Watkins, who bumps into two guys. Doesn't matter. Aside from the hot shooting of the Formosa Dreamers, the Dreamers are also doing it inside the painted area, spearheaded by Will Artino.
As an 8-second stopper, another big guy, you know, for the Wolf Warriors, they have somebody like Chai Chen who can actually step up to 6'8". There is nobody other than Ryan Watkins who's that big on this team.
But Derek King, that time taking it strong, not afraid to drive. 12-point lead. Glass kicking it out. Miller decides to go closer. The pull-up jumper is good.
And that should feel good for Malcolm Miller after missing his first 4 attempts in this third. Finally knocks one down.
So 89-75. First conversion here for Malcolm Miller in the second half. Tucker closely guarded by Glass. He goes back out to Lai Katong. That was a dangerous pass. 5 seconds to shoot for.
Incredible defense here
Macau.
for Formosa.
Up.
Oops. Bailout.
The reigning Heritage Import MVP.
He's the last
Or could be the last.
Heritage
Yeah,
Import
that's
MVP.
right. They're correct. So Cheng Wei now driving baseline. Stopping, runs into trouble. Here is Malcolm Miller. Up top for Formosa. Miller closely guarded by McKinney. They go to Chen, who decides to attack and kick it out to Glass for the mid-range J.
I'm telling you, second half, you know, Glass only had 9 points in the first half, but he almost always activates in that second half, and he's showing that right now.
So if it's not Malcolm Miller, it's Tevin Glass who's taking care of the scoring duties for Formosa. Here's the tip by Lai Katong, no good. Empty possession there for Macau.
There is no legit power forward on the team. Lai Katong's more of a 3 who's trying to be a stretch 4. But they are slowly giving up this height disadvantage, and it's showing right now on the scoreboard.
So Tucker now hounded by the taller Glass. Tucker, again, still not looking for a shot here. Might change here, but he goes back out to McKinney. McKinney nailing the three-pointer.
Those free throws helped him recalibrate that gun. And they're only down by 11.
Malcolm Miller to the cup.
30.
A strong move.
30 points already. Malcolm Miller, you know, he reminds me of an NBA player who was also good before he got injured, Dion Waiters.
That's right.
Lots of moves that resemble Dion Waiters.
But Ryan Watkins with the answer on the other end. The assist from Lai Katong there, 82-93. If you're Macau, you cannot trade baskets with Formosa right now.
But they still have one full quarter ahead.
Yeah. Glass missing there. That's a good stop for Macau.
Lai Katong is already huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
He's been playing hard on both ends of the floor.
That's right. So here's Mike McKinney guarded by Cheng Wei. McKinney driving. McKinney
Great
dropping
pass.
it off, and Watkins.
There's a 7-footer in the area for Formosa. But he's going to come close to it today. And if he can, they have a chance.
So the Formosa Dreamers, a chance to finish strong here in the third quarter. Cheng Wei driving. Wow, good acceleration. So the lead is stretched back to 11 points.
So the 41 seconds here in the third. 10 more minutes in this game.
Yeah.
Anthony Tucker hasn't really flexed his muscles yet. We're up for an interesting windup.
So Tucker now.
There it is.
That is a deep three-pointer, too strong. Goes back to Lai Katong. Liu Zihao from the corner knocks it down.
Love it. You know, he's so composed. I think he works with Anthony Tucker during practices just to refine that jumper. They have similar forms already, and the results are starting to become similar as well.
Big three-pointer for Liu Zihao there to cut the lead down to single digits.
And they had a foul.
Triggering it in.
And Mike McKinney's back in, so he's the one who's going to finish this.
McKinney with 5 seconds to work with. McKinney coast to coast. Oh, that was deflected by Artino. And the Black Bears coaching staff looking scored by the teams respectively. But nothing compared, though, to the 30-point outputs they had in the first half. But still high scoring here. The Formosa Dreamers are about to eclipse, of course, the centennial mark here in the game.
Oh!
And that's Derek King again. Big contribution off the bench of the Macau Black Bears, cutting the lead to 7 points.
And we were talking about this. Macau is not yet done. The fourth quarter could belong to them if they can just rekindle the kind of offense that they played in the first half.
Right. Here's Artino. He puts it on the floor. Artino with a wild one there, puts it in.
Now, if you're Ryan Watkins, you just want to put a hand up, make sure that Artino doesn't beat you off the dribble, because he can, and he proved it right there.
And here's Anthony Tucker as the second half begins. Our fourth quarter, rather. That's too strong for Lai Katong. Rebound goes to Artino. Here's Malcolm Miller, who's got 32 here in the game.
Great steal. But he's a natural three, being tasked to guard Tevin Glass. That's going to be a hard. Oh, my goodness.
The play there. Glass too strong, though, on the free throw. Oh, this is a push at midcourt.
And Glass is going to be. And he is doing his best to make sure that they're in a good position to try and steal this one here at home.
Dubbed as the Yao Ming of Macau.
Okay.
Lai Katong. McKinney gets to the lane, hop step. It will go back outside. Tucker. Pass broken up by Tevin for the Black Bears. So here's Anthony Tucker getting it to McKinney off the inbound. McKinney faking two guys there. Lai Katong with a mid-range J, in and out. Artino rips it out. Even close to the ball there.
Right.
As he got to the face of Artino. 101-90 here. Malcolm Miller using that screen.
Oh, what a screen.
Miller knocks it down.
Now that's how you set a pick. That's how you set a screen. Make sure you obliterate the defender.
You see the effect there of Phil Artino giving up a hard screen there. Mike McKinney pulling back against Tevin Glass. 8 seconds to work with. McKinney on the crossover. McKinney missing on the second free throw. That's an unusual sight.
Yes.
Second one missed today, and Lee Shui Lin will bring the ball down, hounded by Mike McKinney, eager to make up for that missed free throw. Here's Artino on the roll again.
That's a double pick and roll there to free up Will Artino.
And the Dreamers with a 14-point advantage. Macau Black Bears trying to look for answers here on the other end. Anthony Tucker goes to the corner. Derek King attacks. Stops, kicks it out to Liu Zihao for free.
This kid has an amazing touch. He's about 6'5", But when he lets it fly, you know, he's just so confident that it's going to go in.
And that is now the fourth three-point make of Liu Zihao here. Malcolm Miller, closely guarded by the smaller King. They go to Tevin Glass, guarded by Liu Zihao. Glass on the running jumper. Not going to work. Watkins ripping it out.
Now, this is better defense from Macau. They just need to translate this to points. Anthony Tucker needs to be able to put up some shots here.
A lot of time here for the Macau Black Bears to mount a comeback. Tucker, forcing that one up. But again, 1 points.
One of his best performances of the season, I have to say.
21 points off the bench of the Macau Black Bears, and the lead is now down to 9 points. Miller goes to Artino. 6.5 remaining. Miller fires off to the right.
He's run out of bullets already. He jacked all of them up in the first half. And law of averages catching up with him, and fatigue as well. Oh, great pass.
And Liu Zihao again on the receiving end.
The best gym I have seen in my entire life.
Wow.
That is like a world-class facility that they played in that game that they won against the Wolf Warriors.
Third best, as you mentioned,
in China.
In all of China.
And there's one in Beijing, one in Shanghai, and that one is the third best.
But action will continue here. Black Bears, well, they were starting an uprising before that three-pointer by Kenny Chen.
Yeah, Kenny Chen has also provided a spark off the bench. And, you know, his shooting has actually offset the misses now of Malcolm Miller here in the second half.
15 points for Kenny Chen now in the ballgame. They double-team McKinney. Liu Zihao with the open look, and he will take advantage.
This kid's having a phenomenal game today.
Excellent sniping here by Liu Zihao. 26 points now in the ballgame. Here's Malcolm Miller. They go to Artino. Down low to Glass. Glass bothered. Oh, denied.
Yes, starting to make a difference in this game.
And this is a golden opportunity to inch closer here. Halfway done in the fourth quarter. Oh, Tucker.
Yeah, I lost the ball.
He will lose the ball here. Miller will go to Kenny Chen. He stops, hesitates, goes back out to Malcolm. Malcolm using that screen. Miller stops. They go back out to Li Shuilin. 10 seconds to work with for the Dreamers. Kenny Chen, the mid-range jumper, decided to go closer, but he will get his own miss.
Love the motor of this kid.
Li Shuilin on the attack now. Bounce pass to Tevin Glass. And good strip. I thought it was Derek King from our angle here. Malcolm Miller. Oh,
great
that one's
defense.
deflected. King with a deflection. Here comes Macau. McKinney to the basket. No good. Difficult shot there. Bothered by Artino. And scrambled for the
ball. So the possession arrow goes to Formosa. But you know, you're still within striking distance.
Li Shuilin giving it up to Malcolm Miller now. Artino puts it on the floor against Watkins. Artino able to adjust.
Yeah, you know, when Will Artino decides to go hard and Ryan Watkins can't keep in step, nobody in this league can stop him.
28 points now for Will Artino, equaling his output from their game against Hong Kong. But Watkins with a big answer, a trifecta on the other end.
I was about to say that was a bad shot because there was so much time left on the shot clock, but he still made it.
6-point game here in Macau. Kenny Chen goes for the reverse.
Oh, Ryan Watkins needs help.
Yes, of course, of the world imports from both teams. It's been the local players who have kept it entertaining for us here. At the tandem of Derek King, as Anthony Tucker knocks down the three-pointer. Finally, knocks one down in the second half.
It's about time he got involved in the offense by more than just facilitating. They need his touch from the outside.
Here's Artino putting it on the floor, attacking again.
Yeah, nobody can stop Will Artino if he decides to take it strong. Ryan Watkins has to keep in step with him.
So you got two players now from Formosa topping the 30-point mark. Here's Watkins scoring.
Another assist there for Anthony Tucker. But they cannot trade baskets. They're starting to run out of time. 20
assists now for Anthony Tucker, Noel, surpassing his mark against the Wolf Warriors. And that's a game. 2:39 remaining. Kenny Chen will inbound it.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Kenny Chin that he had Will Artino at the baseline. So here is Anthony Tucker. Stop shoots. That would have been big for Anthony Tucker, but it doesn't work. So here is Kenny Chen. He will try to make up for his mistake earlier. He's guarded by Tucker now. Chen goes back out to Artino. Artino doesn't settle. Choosing to attack here. Artino. Sorry miss there from William Artino.
That's a surprising miss right there because he had exactly what he wanted.
Here's Tucker accelerating, throws up a wild one. An empty possession from both teams. Malcolm wisely stops here. They will set up the offense. Kenny Chen looking for Glass at the post. Doesn't get it to him, instead gets it to Artino. Artino again, off the spin cycle. What a move from Will Artino.
Just when you thought you had him cornered on the left side, he uses the right hand, and there goes McKinney. When Mike McKinney troops to the free throw line, now they're going to pressure the backcourt.
And now we have a 4-point game again. Lee Shui Lin, hounded by McKinney. But he has been stable here, talking about the veteran Lee Shui Lin. He gets it to Artino. Will Artino attacking Derek King. So next foul for Macau will allow them to enter the penalty situation as Kenny Chen misses on that drive. Here comes Tucker. Tucker now.
Half time.
Driving. Tucker surveying. Tucker kicking it out. Derek King on the attack. And Derek equaling his output from that game against the Wolf Warriors.
That was not a backing violation. That was not a backing violation.
Under a minute remaining. Tevin Glass getting it to Artino now. He attacks. Oh, big basket from Will Artino.
He has been the difference maker here in the fourth, that's for sure.
4-point lead again. Tucker, 38 seconds remaining. Gets it to Liu Zihao, short. And Formosa.
Well, they need to stop the clock right now. This is going to be run down by Formosa.
Dreamers with time on their side. They get it to Tevin Glass. Glass to the basket. 6-point lead. 120 to 114.
They're going to need a couple of threes here. A stop and a couple of threes. There's McKinney.
Unable to hit. Tucker gets it back. Tucker, Watkins fires. Desperation, free, no good. Another opportunity. McKinney goes for the deuce.
Now they got to foul and stop the clock. Be able to stop the clock. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter anymore if Anthony Tucker gets that record or not. But they're not fouling. There they go.
So
no less. Just to make this a competitive one, competitive end.
Tucker getting it from way out there. McKinney fakes. Doesn't take the shot. McKinney fires. Doesn't get it to fall. 3 seconds remaining. Going up to 10-5, I believe, right now.
Yeah, that's true.